Anyways, backstory. When I was 10 I went to a pool in Croatia during my summer holidays. Little did I know that there was a wild dream crushing Karen out there. Me wanting to become a professional swimmer back then, I went to the area of a pool built for doing laps. Forgot the name. The wild Karen suddenly appeared, and I felt like something had or will go wrong. My instincts for danger are very sensitive. She raised every red flag that my mind had back then, and it was shit show to say the least. She was screaming at every person there about how saying stuff like her daughter can beat all of you. I went in still oblivious to the wild Karen that was there and started to swim, but I sucked and still do. This was when the Karen saw me went batshit crazy. My daughter needs space to swim, you piece of shit. Now swear words were no new thing to me, and this was interesting since I now knew she and possibly other people like her existed. So I got out the pool cause I wasn't and still am not confrontational. Then I looked at her and asked where her daughter was, and she went crazy saying things like, "Why should you know? And why so you can ogle?" No clue how to spell right at her talent. Now let me mention I had by now spotted her daughter, and she was, you will never guess where. That's right, about 5 centimeters from the start doggy paddling. Now I did make some smart comments, but I don't remember them. Now the Karen was crazy by this point, and she was going on about some stuff I didn't hear, and then suddenly she said, "If you are so great at swimming, show me how to do it," and she picked me up. I was like 40 kilograms and threw me in. Now I should explain I hate being underwater in pools, the sea, and the ocean. Pretty much I hate diving. Now I struggled to keep myself from inhaling water, and she then criticized me for my swimming. Now the daughter was about 2 centimeters behind me, and she was embarrassed as hell, and she apologized, and she said that her mother, Karen, had forced her to go swimming. I said it was fine. She left and the Karen took her away. Karen did take the kids, since there was no father with them as they drove off. So there is Karen. Karen is not the sharpest person, and our 7 AM class she has not shown up since day 1. But Sarah was a nice professor and didn't drop her, hoping she would at least turn in her work and show up for tests. I never seen Sarah get mad or yell ever. She is always speaks in a soft tone, which me and a friend would joke to her that someday a cult may just show up and take her away, and she wouldn't be able to refuse their invitation. So the one day Karen shows up with her shitty brat. Karen: "Oh yeah, can you guys watch my kid while I go meet some people for another class?" Yeah, thank you. Karen starts to leave. Me: "Wait, what? Why should we look after your kid?" Ding ding, round 1. Karen: "Excuse you, I need some time, you just need to watch my kid for like 5 minutes. Me: "Are you even in this class? Why would you just drop your kid with a random stranger?" Karen: "Cause I'm coming back before class ends." Me: "First, we aren't your fucking daycare. Second, we don't even fucking know who you are. We never seen you in this class." Sarah: "Excuse me, what is going on? Oh, what a sweet little one." Karen: "So y'all gonna watch my kid, or what?" Sarah: "What, is your partner in this class?" Karen: "No, I'm Karen, I'm in this class. I just need to leave my stuff and kid here while I go to this thing." Sarah: "I'm sorry, but I'm running a classroom for students. If you need a babysitter, the school offers a daycare for $25 a day, and I leave my child with them with no problem." Karen: "I'm not gonna pay $25 for just leaving my kid for like 1 hour. Sarah, frustrated, yet her soft voice doesn't instill any iron will behind her words. "It just makes me want to steal her from her husband, lol. I cannot have you do that. Please take your child with you if you're not going to be in class." Karen: "Fuck you, bitch, who do you think you are?" Sarah looked like she was going to cry. "I'm the professor and I'm due that respect. If you cannot do that, then leave and don't come back." Karen: "Fuck you, bitch, and fuck y'all. Now I'm fucking late to meet this guy I like cause of you, and I didn't want him knowing I had a kid already. Y'all fucked up, and I hope you all die of cancer." Gathering stuff, dropping shit, and amazing parent, she has accidentally hit her kid's head on the dorsal on the way out. So at our park we have occasionally big events either ran by the state or individual organizations such as the local tribes. Thing is that like all small events, it's usually either poorly advertised or boundaries are not picked out, and so you end up with the road blocked because Uncle Pull Tab and Aunt Footstamp parked their crew cab long bed F350 in the middle of the road because Uncle Pull Tab has as much awareness to his environment as domesticated house corn. and won't admit his stage 4 arthritis caused by hopping in and out of the compensator class pickup earns him the disabled spot. But like a burned out Chad who watches replays of best goals of 78 Dolphins he won't admit or give. So due to this the Rangers hand out tickets because it's an award for laziness as it's not a Walmart parking lot. We had only one event going on which was a child's birthday party and of course we blocked off the spot to equal the amount of potential cars coming. Enter Karen and her new Dodge minivan. She saw the event and decided free parking anywhere and so she did the logical thing Karens do, parked in the grass in the shade next to a bench and BBQ. So the kids can thrash the sprinkler and throw Elsa and Spider-Man trash all over the place. Karen pulls her reading chair out and starts reading the current Fabio book. The ranger sees this and places a ticket on Karen's window. In true Karen-like fashion she sees it, goes aggro mode, and decides this needs to be taken to a higher authority. So their eye was pulling weeds when Karen marches up. "Excuse me, your Enter-cop gave me this. I demand you fix this." I looked at her because the truck they drive around in clearly says Park Ranger on it. I'll admit not everyone thinks a person in a brown uniform with Park Ranger and Ranger X and X State Parks or the bright green vest with Park Ranger is a Park Ranger. But Karen certainly didn't get the hint. "Ma'am, they are the Rangers. I'm a parkade, basically a groundskeeper," I told her. She gets angry under her generic Karen shades. Face as red as a baboon's ass. "I demand your badge number right now," Karen ordered. I told her I'm not law enforcement, that I'm just a gardener/janitor basically. Karen huffs and walks off, pulls her car off the grass and drives off. Hour later we get a phone call. It was Karen, and she said this: "Fuck you and fuck your ticket which I refuse to pay. Your establishment is a piece of shit, and when I'm done suing you all I'll file for discrimination." Mind you, she and her family are quite well off because her phone costed as much as my last 2 paychecks. Karen was found guilty of illegal parking. Background: I'm just going to start this off by saying I wasn't there when this took place. This is something my friend told me about after the fact and I knew it'd fit right in here. A little information. My friend is a 20-year-old, 5 feet 2 inches tall girl who's pretty overweight due to a medical condition. Friend will be known as Friend. Friend's mom will be FM, and entitled mom will be Karen, of course. Now that that's all out of the way, onto the story. My friend went skiing with her family, and because she wasn't really into skiing, she mainly just hung out with her mom. She started taking pictures of herself out of boredom when she noticed a kid staring at her. Now, my friend doesn't like children. They're weird to her, so the fact that one was staring at her creeped her out a little bit. So, she told her mom about it. This is when Karen shows up. "Karen, stop taking photos of my child, you pedophile. That's disgusting." Friend: "What? I wasn't." Karen: "Don't lie to me. I just saw you." FM: "She was taking selfies, you know, pictures of herself. Maybe you should tell your kid to stop staring at her." Karen: "He was staring because she was taking pictures of him like a disgusting child predator. I should call security and have you both removed. You're obviously both pedophiles." Now, my friend is non-confrontational and this whole situation was stressing her out. She has pretty bad anxiety, so she just left with her mom before it could become an even worse situation. I tried telling her that security probably wouldn't have kicked them out because she wasn't doing anything wrong. Karen was the one causing a scene, but she said she didn't want things to escalate anymore because her dad and brother were having a good time and her mom and her weren't skiing anyways. Just thought I'd share a story without a happy ending. This time the entitled parent kind of got their way, which probably happens for more often than it should. Did you enjoy this video? Leave a like and subscribe to Brody for more.